Shalom, Grand Rising Israel. Morning to y'all, top of the morning. Just getting situated. Slept real good last night. Still feel kind of tired, but nevertheless, had a lot on my mind. I just saw this video with KRS1, and since I've been woke 3 years now, I had come to find out that back in the 80s, KRS1 had a song out called Why Is That? Where he was going into the whole three sons of Noah and detailing who the Israelites are, you know? And I used to ride around in my Buick bumping this track, never oblivious to me what he was talking about. I just knew he was kicking knowledge. And so probably in the last 4, 5, 6 months, that came through my Facebook feed about that he was spitting that knowledge back then and detailed that the lyrics of that song. I'm like, man, this is deep, you know, for my awakening, that the Most High has always kept us in tune via our people spiritually, you know, whether it was Tupac, Malcolm X, King, what have you, you know what I'm saying? We, even being lost, we got some connection to know unity. And so fast forward to today, yesterday, came across a video he put out, not a video, but he doing some kind of talking to a bunch of look like Edomites. And one of the guys asked him the question, so what's your understanding about the Illuminati, and have you been approaching, are they trying to kill you because of what you stand for, what you know and everything? This man goes on and says that he is considered a Mason. He's been studying them for 20, 25 years. And then he goes to say that he never answered the question about them approaching him, that he ever got threats or anything. He went into detail with a full deflection, which you can only get from it. Look it up yourself. It's KRS1 speaks on the Illuminati and the Masonic order. He says the Masons are basically an organization about science, intelligence, and has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with evil. He says the Masonics order trusts him with their secrets. He's considered himself a 33-degree Mason. He says this. And right then I knew, when he started deflecting and saying the Illuminati and the Masonic order are two different entities, and that it's all conspiracy, that they are of evil. You know, these are just basically like frat boy gatherings for rich people. Right then I knew he had been compromised. They've given him something or a threat. This is my opinion, but this is the only thing that could make sense of what he was saying. If you have all this knowledge of the Masonic order for 20, 25 years studying them, and you say they trust you with their secrets, what are the secrets that need to be kept? You've been talking about the Israelites longer than that, so you know God's power. So you deflect the understanding that their whole existence is to destroy the Most High's creation and the Israelites. You have to understand that. If you studied that much of the Masonic order, you knew before that, I'm assuming, what the Israelites are about and who we are, and the power of the Most God, the Most High God, the power. So he takes in this interview, the time he takes to deliver, and you can see him stumbling. I thought it was just him trying to deliver the message and everything, the way he was delivering it, trying to get his thoughts together and everything. But it made absolutely no sense, besides what I just stated my opinion is. And because I refuse to believe that man with that much intelligence is that stupid. We have a serious problem, Israel, when we got people that's in wolves and sheep clothing that we even could look to going back in this world for some how you can say it, unity or trust or belief. This man could lead people, and that's why they have compromised him. This is the only thing that makes sense. His influence. They took our last bit of influence of this world. I mean, they took the Jewish fake Jews took over the music industry because they knew the music was a power. It speaks to people. All it took was the wrong person to get a mic, a record contract, and plant that seed. They had to dumb us down, buy the industry up, and just start putting out these Uzi Vert, Kodak Black, Young Thug, mumble rap, Migos. This is what they give you for entertainment now. They must keep you on Google Gaga. Stupid. So if you ain't a strong individual to discern ignorance and trickery, and you a follower, this go for us this woke too. You know what I'm saying? We got some people that's moving like paid agents that I'm not understanding their movement, knowing what they know. Like I don't know. This is like I say, this is just suspect. I don't have no proof of what I'm speaking on this particular topic I'm about to mention. But it was some brothers online. It looked like it was in Houston, and they were standing outside with fringes on in a courtyard of an apartment building, with pistols on, legally owning weapons, and police approached them. And they carrying on having a conversation. Police verified, I guess, that they were legally owning weapons and everything. But why would you brothers identify who we are and relate it to something worldly of carrying weapons in the open to make it seem like we some kind of armed threat out here? Because everybody know the battle and the with the Edomites is going to be the vengeance of the Lord's. Yes, we must have weapons and to protect ourselves and defend ourselves, but we don't make it seem like we out here on some, Black Panther movement. This is not no religion. This is not no worldly movement. This is a spiritual understanding. And a lot of us are going to get taken in a wave. And I see where the Most High says he's going to destroy 90% of Israel because we cleave into this world or we lack in knowledge or a combination of it. And this goes to show you, just because you Israel and you woke don't mean you're going to be saved. You carrying some worldly ignorance with you. This could be your doom. It's very many levels of that understanding. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get into the BOIs. Take it for its full understanding, You got to look at the power that's against us, and then we're going to have the wolves in sheep clothing. It's real. It's really going to get real out here. I mean, just look what they doing in the media with Kevin Hart's situation with them trying to come up against him. They had Don Lemon even approach him in a media stunt via his broadcast to tell him he can be the bridge between Kevin Hart and the LGTSS El Camino crew. They killed that story. Once they seen the black folks was getting involved, they don't want to get the wrong black folks involved. They was hoping the story get negative and it tarnished Kevin, but the black folks were standing up and saying, "Hey, look, y'all leave Kevin alone. You ain't gotta equate us to them, and we don't owe them no explanations. He got his fan base. He ain't off telling jokes in no gay clubs. So, stay in your lane." Soon as they seen black folks were coming together, they know us Israelites are woke. They don't want to let us get on that platform of media. They killed that story. Same thing with LeBron James. The fake Jews came out with something about a song he was on or mentioned or posted on his Twitter or something. They made a little funk about it. The Jewish media killed it because they seen us standing up and starting to comment. He an Israelite. Y'all ain't even the Jews. They killed that story. You heard no more of it. You heard no more of Kevin Hart's story. Now, this female comedian Haddish made this statement. She'll stop wearing furs if the police stop killing black folks. You won't see this story in the media no more. Watch. And if you do, it's going to disappear again. And the only way you're going to hear it is if Peter try to attack her shows. And then the blacks are going to come and defend her. It's going to be a battle right there. But see, this is where they're going to have a problem at. They can't silence Peter. Peter going to keep drawing us out to defend her. So they going to find every way they can to deaden that situation in that story. Whether they destroy her career, what have you, she might not do no more movies just to keep her from drawing attention from Peter, which Peter going to draw attention from us Israelites and other blacks that's not woke in this environment to stand up and give it a platform to defend her. Because the truth going to come out. That's why they killing these stories so fast. We got our work cut out for us, Israel. You just don't know. It's this. I'm sitting back looking at this stuff every day, and I'm numb to feeling amused anymore, and not even amused, surprised. I'm numb to it now. I'm like, man, I don't know what's next. Like I say, KRS1, somebody highly intelligent, respected, and you can see just how they killed all those rappers from the mid 80s and 90s careers, and all of them are lyrically talented. All of these busters out today, hands down. Exhibit, I'm talking about anybody you can name that's in their 40s rapping, late 30s of that genre will lyrically perform with content around circles around these morons they gave contracts to. They got catchy beats and everything, but just do the math. Whoever making catchy beats, they could easily hook up with one of these seasoned rappers and make hits, known to have been making hits. They shut you down. They shut all of them down and bought out the industry, dumbing y'all down. And that's all you hear. I'm seeing people, black mothers in their early 20s, some even in their 30s, driving their kids to school or daycare in the morning, bumping that trash in their kids' ear, strapped in the car seat, going to daycare or school. And the kids know the lyrics. What remnant of them is called lyrics, you know what I'm saying? Repeating this dumb understanding. I'm like, I remember even back when rap was really making it into its position in the, let's say, the late 80s. There was a radio station in Chicago, and this was for all radio. You couldn't play nothing with censored lyrics after 9 or 10 p.m. on the radio. That was law. We used to wait up just to, break out our cassette tapes and catch the edited version of what they couldn't play in the daytime, when we didn't go out and buy the music, Because some songs only came out as a single, so we didn't want to go buy the single. We rather just tape it. But this is what I'm saying. They going back to KRS1, the whole understanding of the existence of the Illuminati and the Masonic order. Albert Pike, their whole understanding is that they got a different God. Their whole thing is to be illuminated like the star of Lucifer and go against the Most High God. How do you defend that? How do you excuse that? So, I mean, like I say, my opinion and everything, they whether it was a threat or made him comfortable in this world, financially, it's apparent it don't take much for somebody to sell their soul to Satan. There's many levels to selling your soul. Y'all brothers out here, y'all sisters, stay strong. But this carries testimony that the Most High, His agenda, it ain't just to be understood and achieved with no work. You ain't just getting in because you wake up. You ain't just getting saved. It's pitfalls everywhere. This is a game. This is Most High's game. Survival. And it ain't gonna be no easy game. This ain't gonna be paintball shoot. We're gonna have people that we revere or even expect to trust and not see they evil or where they've been compromised. Boy. Yeah, it's been quite the event, man. It's been quite the event. I'm in the process right now, heading back up to miserable Minnesota and Wisconsin. I'm in the South now, enjoying day winter of 52, 57 degrees. I'd like for y'all to check that video out with KRS1 though. And then this to let you go deeper into understanding what he talking about. YouTube Washington DC Masonic layout. You'll see that all the government buildings in DC are evenly spread apart, mile wise or something to that understanding, evenly spread out, forming a pentagon, a pentagram, 5-point star. And he says they're not evil. KRS1. He says no, they don't. They're not. They're not about no evil and rituals and nothing like that. They just keep their secrets or something. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I couldn't even watch the last probably 4 minutes of it. Once he started getting on excusing them and making making what he was saying to be a fact. I was like, nah, this dude, man, what? You must have seen something. But you got to understand there's power in that whole understanding. Their God. This is the understanding you must have about Esau Edom, that eagle. The fact the all-seeing eyes on the pyramid, where we fell as a people coming out of Egypt. All 12 tribes. The northern kingdom being the 10 tribes that left first, being left Benjamin, Levi, and Judah. The southern tribe. Levi was considered a priest, so they made those just to be basically 2 tribes, Benjamin and Levi, with the understanding, but nevertheless, total 12 tribes. This is your God, and it brings me to the thought too, man. watching a video with GOCC, and brother, elder lawyer was doing a presentation, and he mentioned this movie called They Live. So I went on YouTube, I went on Netflix trying to find this movie. I'm thinking it was a new movie because he said go out and get the DVD, check it out. And I said, so it must be a new release. Come to find out, this movie was released in 1989, and it was called They Live. It's about this white guy and this black guy. They were like homeless dudes looking for construction work and all this other stuff. I'm not gonna give y'all the whole movie, but nevertheless, check that movie out. And in it, he's wearing these glasses, and he could see, let's say, the evil people in this world. And he saw the programming on the TV. And every time somebody had some money in their hand, he could see what the money really said. And it said on the money, "You're God. You're God." In their hands. The money said, "You're God." This is really, truly the matrix we are living in. And yes, we got to continue to pay our bills. You know what I'm saying? We're in this captivity. You know, it ain't nothing to freak out about. No need to cause no panic or nothing like this, but just to be observant. You know, you're going to have to move in this world with some sense. No panic. Because there are going to be a lot of people around you that won't have a clue to what's going on. I mean, you look at FEMA. I see FEMA trucks going past me on the freeway all the time. And you know, excuse my language, but FEMA stands for fuck every man's, what did I say? Fuck every man alive? Something like that. But these are going to be people that y'all are expected to go to the trust. For support. Your lying government. They're going to, the same way I'm talking about KRS1, they're going to use these same agencies to lure you in the name of trust to slaughter or further enslave or disable you. Destruction is the bottom line. You know, I'm gathering tents, motorhome supplies, things for survival. You know, not in a panic mode. Just I randomly buy stuff. You know, I got slingshots. I got everything. But this is what I'm saying. You know, you got to be ready. You can't be living day to day and you know, like you just gonna plan to go purchase a large big screen TV. You know, ain't nothing wrong with having this stuff, but if you ain't got some other things that can benefit you if the lights went out for a couple of months, what you gonna do with a big screen TV? You know, a tent just for survival, shelter. You know, a nice tent, one of them 2-3 bedroom tents. You know, that take instructions to put up. Yeah, you got to do some purchasing like that. You know, just to have it, put it in storage, and start planning for something like that, something small. That you might have a couple of those tents. If you purchased a couple of them, you only need one. You might have a couple of them. You might be able to trade some things for you know, for other things that you don't have, what somebody else might have. You know, you got to start thinking, Israel. This is very serious and trying times, but nevertheless, I'm gonna end this video with the understanding that I want y'all to pay attention, continue, and stay focused. Check out that video. KRS1 speaks on the Masonic Illuminati and the Masonic order or something like that. Let me know what y'all think. You know, leave a comment on that video because I sure did. I like, brother, I do not respect you no more. For that, I'm gonna say, y'all be safe. Godspeed. Shalom, Israel. Love y'all.